what is happening? How the is anybody defending Elon Musk in 2025? It blows my mind.
Massive backlog of people in the immigration court. Would you be open to that?
Yes, he has my approval. Okay. That wasn't too hard to get, was it? He didn't even have to ask me, James. See? You didn't even need James to ask me. He has my approval, okay? Good. I also like what he's doing in Okeechobee. He has my approval for that. I don't know how we work that out, but we'll work it.
Yeah, they're going to deputize the National Guard.
That he's losing his EV mandate, and he's very upset about things, but you know, he could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that. I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible?
This morning, the Trump-Elon Musk feud is back on. As lawmakers worked, as we've now been talking about overnight, the president worked to social media, hitting back at Musk. In a late-night post, Trump suggested that Doge should investigate federal money that Musk's companies have received, writing and at one point that Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history by far. And without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop. Perhaps we should have Doge take a good hard look. Musk earlier had picked back up on his attacks on the president's massive tax and spending bill. Remember, he called it disgusting at one point. Musk even vowed to back primary challengers for any lawmaker who voted for it. Or he also said he could start a new political party if the bill passes. Hadass Gold tracking this element of this ongoing story and saga. What's going on here this time, Hadass?
Yeah, Kate, this is significant because this is the first and starkest political threat that Elon Musk has made about his political future. We were waiting. There's lots of questions. What will Elon Musk really do going forward in the midterms? Remember, he had said he was going to kind of step away from the political spending. And it should be taken seriously because when Elon Musk gets laser focused, gets obsessed with something, he has the willpower and he has the funds to get it done. Now, he made essentially two really big kind of threats and promises over the last 12 hours or so. The first, as you noted, he said he will back any primary challenger in Congress who has talked about reducing government spending, but then voted for this big, beautiful bill, saying it will be the last thing he will do on earth. Look at this poster that he said will feature the face of any member of Congress who does this. It shows Pinocchio in.
Yeah. Trump implies Doge may look into Elon Musk subsidies. Elon Musk says, I'm literally saying cut it all now. I don't know what the fuck he's going after. I don't know what he's saying.
And saying
yes,
this is what
the CNN audio is busted as always, okay?
People will see as they go to vote. And he's already declared the first candidate that he will be backing up. That will be, of course, Representative Massey. Massey was one of the Republicans, of course, to vote against the House version of this bill last month, and he has been President Trump's #1 target so far for Republican primaries going forward. So that, again, puts him on the opposite end of the spectrum for President Trump once again. And then he did promise this. He said that he will create a new political party called the America Party. Remember, his political action committee is called the American PAC. He says if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican uniparty so that the people actually have a voice. This is a significant change to Musk's plan. Remember, he spent more than $275 million to back President Donald Trump, as well as other Republicans running last year. He had promised something like $100 million to President Trump's outside groups ahead of the 2026 midterms. And just as recently as March, according to FEC filings, his PAC had supported Republican candidates in Florida. I should note also, Tesla investors, they do not want this. We saw President Trump already threatened Elon Musk, saying that he might even put Doge, Elon Musk's own creation, against him. Tesla investors do not want this. They wanted Elon Musk out of politics, focusing on his companies. The robo-taxi just launched. There's a lot of things going on with SpaceX, but it seems as though Elon Musk is not going to give this up. Kate.
Let us stand by and see where this heads now. It's great to see Hadass.
As we speak, he continues to post on X. So things are changing by the minute here.
Hadass, thank you so much. Sarah.
All right, from the voter-rama to the fighter-rama. Joining me now are CNN political commentator Bakari Sellers and Maury Gillespie, the former press advisor to Republican House Speaker John Boehner. All right, let me start with you, Maury. This is a question that I think is on a lot of people's minds. You see this fight, right, going back and forth with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Are Republicans more afraid of Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or their own constituents?
I mean, this is really childish, but it wasn't just a few months ago that Elon Musk said for any member or...
I mean, it's very clear that they care more about Donald Trump, like above all, because Donald Trump has the capacity to at least whip the constituents. Okay. But not only that, but also Republicans have never cared about their constituents. What are we talking about? They know that their constituents will not realize who is responsible for the pain, because they can always turn around and blame like random groups like undocumented migrants or trans people or the Democrats or something. Okay. And when you have an ineffective, servile, inept Democratic opposition party, there is no space for them to actually push back on this messaging. Look no further than the fact that many states refused Medicaid expansion, free money from the federal government at the behest of their private healthcare, that did not want to abide by the expansion of Medicare coverage and offering poor people extra healthcare, offering poor people any healthcare at all. There were numerous states where Republican voters had to literally simultaneously vote back into office the very same congresspersons, the very same representatives that refused to entertain Medicaid expansion, and the governors that refused to entertain Medicaid expansion because it was associated with Barack Obama, okay? While simultaneously in the same exact ballots, vote for a ballot measure that actually demanded Medicaid expansion. In so many red states, one by one, people were able to get Medicaid expansion on their own ballots.
Or senator who stands in the way of Trump's agenda will be primaried. Mm-hmm. So now it's if anyone who stands in the way of this Trump's agenda, if they don't stand in the way of it, they're going to be primaried. I mean, he may change his mind in a month. So it's really hard to say. I don't think Elon Musk is their threat. However, if Donald Trump's not going to show up for them in their primaries, in their reelection bids in 2026, then it's their constituents they should be most afraid of, because that's what Trump is a lame duck president. He has not been really keen to go out. What is he going to do? Go out for every single House race that's at jeopardy here? It's a lot. It's a lot. So I think it's their constituents they should be most afraid of here.
Bakari, what does this say about the money in politics and these two men going back and forth, or is this about something different?
I think it's about something different. I think that it's very, very petty and very childish. I think that it's kind of like the Real Housewives of the Beltway. I mean, he basically called him a welfare queen and told him to go back to where he came from.
Wow.
But I mean, when you juxtapose that against the fact that, like in my home state of South Carolina, 220,000 people will be kicked off of Medicaid in the Affordable Care Act, or in North Carolina, 600,000 people are going to lose insurance coverage. When you juxtapose it against the people who are going to lose SNAP benefits and health insurance, it looks really, really small. Democrats have always said that Donald Trump's a very small man. And you see that. I'm trying to figure out.
I work in policy related to a lot of the things that Medicaid dollars touch, or, as people don't realize, don't touch at all. The states cover because Medicaid frees up spending on things that are unique to state needs. I wish it were a law that you had to get care through Medicaid to be able to drive related policy. People don't realize that, for example, as we covered earlier, 65% of all long-term nursing home care is funded by Medicaid. Okay? Medicaid, not just Medicare. Medicaid actually is what kicks in for long-term care. 65%. It just wipes out a major part. It wipes out a major part of fucking like nursing homes and the funding vehicle for nursing homes in general.
How he has the energy and the wherewithal to tweet throughout the middle of the night at some other man that he just simply doesn't like. Is there not enough going on in the world for him to actually grapple with? And Elon Musk, you know, I believe in radical pragmatism.
It's so funny that this back and forth between these two catty, by the way, Elon Musk and Donald Trump, is not even being had over what I'm talking about. The real impactful cost-cutting initiatives in this bill. Elon Musk is angry because I guess it doesn't cut enough. Or the real reason why he's angry is because it cuts some of his subsidies. But he's presenting it as anger because it doesn't cut enough. It doesn't go hard enough. It blows my mind That is the discourse on the Republican side.
And so I want to destroy this bill just as much as Elon Musk. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I guess I'll take Elon Musk in this battle.
All right, with us now, Lee Carter, strategic communications expert and pollster, and Democratic strategist Julie Rajinski. Let me just start with you, Lee. There's this new round in this fight. Musk is putting himself out there again. What will that feel like for those senators who've been up all night who have to vote on this shortly?
I mean, on the one hand, it's not surprising that Elon Musk is doing this. He's been very consistent about spending. This is very much what he's been talking about the whole time. On the other hand, the question is, it's really just about his ego. And are we getting in the limelight and having a fight? But I think that the Republicans who are making the vote need to not be distracted by this. We're seeing, though, a huge fracture within the Republican Party. 75% of MAGA Republicans support this bill, but 75% of non-MAGA supporters, Republicans, actually oppose the bill. So you've got a huge fracture in that party, and I think Elon Musk is symbolic of what that is.
And just so people know, Trump, on his Truth Social platform, has responded to Musk already. We haven't heard from him out loud, which we may shortly, but among other things, Trump accused Musk of wanting subsidies. He say Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history by far, and without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back to South Africa. So, Julie, the significance of this new rift, what do you see?
Well, first of all, Trump is not wrong in the sense that Elon Musk has a tremendous amount of taxpayer subsidies from the United States going to his businesses. And the reality is that if Trump takes away those subsidies or threatens them, I think Musk will cave the way he caved the last time when Trump came after him. I mean, this is not a balanced fight because Elon Musk is the client and Donald Trump is the person who's providing him with the money in the form of the presidency. So, look, Musk can tweet all he wants, but the reality is that if Trump actually moves against him and takes away his subsidies or threatens them, I suspect Musk will cave.
The one difference with Elon Musk, whenever we're talking about him, is just the huge amount of money he has. And one of the other things he's threatening is to launch this third party, or is to fund a third party here. You guys have both worked in this business and have for a long time. How real do you think that threat is? What difference would that make?
I don't think it's real because I don't think Elon Musk will be the richest guy in the world or have that money if Trump moves against him. I mean, if Trump actually uses his platform to disqualify Elon Musk and also to take away his subsidies for SpaceX, take away subsidies for EVs.
You have no argument against that because it's true. It's the horseshoe theory. You guys are similar to the freaks on the right. What is this? Chat, you guys are obsessed with Musk. Yeah, but he's achieved that by creating actually good companies. This chat acts as if he's the final James Bond villain. A Musk writer? What is happening? How are you simultaneously on Israel, but then also turning around and being like, I'm actually an Elon defender? Elon also eats Israel's on a daily basis. Even from that point, you should probably understand that he's a psychopathic billionaire who doesn't give a about anything. How the anybody defending Elon Musk in 2025, it blows my mind. Are you all right, man? A Musk moderate? Maybe you should get Musk to be a moderate first. How is he a moderate? His position on this bill is that it doesn't cut expenditures enough. Do you understand that? Horseshoe theory, he says. Musk, I stand with you. Yeah. I'm a moderate. Elon Musk, who is like the modern version of Henry Ford, also just as much as a Nazi as Henry Ford, is actually a good guy because he built companies. He didn't do he just has money, okay? SpaceX is functionally operated by their COO. It doesn't have anything to do, or what is it, the CFO maybe? I don't know. It's a woman. It's a lady that runs SpaceX. He doesn't do anything. He just has money. He put the money on. He put the money on the table. You can't argue like the right and not expect me to say anything about that. What do you mean the right? What right winger is saying Elon Musk is a Henry Ford style neo-Nazi who has unleashed a torrent of hatred on one of the social media platforms he purchased because he was forced to purchase because he wanted to do a meme initially, but the Delaware Chamber of Commerce forced his ass to literally, or not the Chamber of Commerce, sorry, the Delaware courts actually forced him to follow through on the purchase of Twitter. So then he took it over and then turned it into a neo-Nazi hole. What did I just say that the right, the Chancery Court, thank you. What did I just say that was in any way, shape, or form comparable to what the right says about Elon Musk? Oh God, why am I entertaining these losers, brother? Holy